there, YouTube. It is I, Ember Honey Raven, the big, fat witch. How are you? I hope you are doing amazing. I hope you're amazing and you're amazing, and I really hope you're amazing. You're okay. You're doing it. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other. You're going to be okay. You're magic. You guys, I'm so glad to be back for another day of Wedin, witching every day in November, and thank you guys so much for joining me in this little journey. I just have to say a huge thank you to everyone who's been coming and leaving comments and watching every day and making your own videos and just basically giving me the feedback that's helping me really keep going, because let me just tell y'all something. I really did not realize how ambitious this was going to be. This is a lot to put up a video every day. Even if it's only a few minutes long, it's still filming and gathering supplies, and I know I don't edit a lot, but it's a lot. So I just want to say thank you, because your energy keeps me going. I just noticed that I still have remnants of a spell on my thumb, so if you see anything red on my thumb, it's because I just got through doing a spell that was messy, and I'm sorry. So yeah. So today we're going to be doing something fun. We're going to be doing something fun every day, but this is actually really fun. So just make sure you're subscribed and click the bell notification down below. Check out my Patreon, the link's in the down bar. I do want to caveat all of this with, I am going to be showing some liquor, alcohol on camera. So if you are not into that, I just want to let you know right up front, I am going to be showing the bottles. I'm not drinking on camera or anything, but I just wanted to put a little caveat there if you're not into that, so you can click off now. So today, I wanted to do a little video. I haven't really seen this done, but I thought it would be something fun for us to talk about, because again, the whole purpose of Wedin is I wanted to get myself back on track as far as witching out, but I also want to help motivate you to get back on track and really just start thinking about things that you do or have wanted to do. Maybe think about things in a different way. So today we are going to talk about making alcohol offerings to our god and goddesses, and maybe things that would be appropriate for your god or goddess. So I have some little things here, and I'm going to be showing them to you. I have lots of little, let me just show you. Thumbnail. Cute, right? I love that, because YouTube always knows how to grab it. So I have all these little, I was at the liquor store the other day getting my wife some beer. She drinks a beer every once in a while, and I thought, well, let me go ahead and get that for her since she doesn't run out. And while I was there, I was checking out, and they had an entire row of like all these little bitty liquors. And I'm not much of a drinker. Like, I think my last glass of wine was, it's been a while ago. I think I've had maybe 2 or 3 glasses of wine since all this staying at home business started. I'm just not a heavy drinker, but every now and then I do like, I like to have the stuff to make it if I take a notion to have a Bloody Mary or make a cocktail or something. So if you want to try something, these little bottles are amazing, and they were only 99 cents at the liquor store that I went to. But I got to thinking about it. I'm sorry, y'all, I just saw some of that pink in my hair, and that is really cute. I'm loving it. Sorry, ADHD moment. I'm glad you love me or like me or something. So I thought it would be fun to talk about some of these little different bottles that I found, and maybe who or how to make these offerings. So if you're like me, you may have one or more altars set up to your goddess at all times. This is more of a cleansing altar. My working altar is over there. I will never show that on camera. It is the place that I tend to work, and I will tell you, I tend to move my working altar space around. Right now, I don't have it in like one corner, and that's where it always lives, because the way that I'm working right now, it just needs to move around. So we'll say that. So this is my cleansing altar. It's in the window. I can close it at night or close it during the day. It just depends. And I've got stones that I purchased that I'm actually cleansing right now. So I do tend to, however, on my working altar, I do tend to like to leave an offering to my goddess or the entity that I'm working with. I have a whole video up about working with the Morgan and the Medusa a couple days ago, and I will just go ahead and start off with that. So I like to leave a little liquor offering for the Morgan. Now, I have made red wine offerings to her before, and those went over really well when I was petitioning for help with a spell or help with magic, and that worked. But I actually will tell you, I actually found something that works I think a little better for her. I found this little bottle of Chambord. This is a raspberry liqueur, and it is just, it's a product of France, and I found this little baby bottle, and I just basically leave this on her altar. Every now and then I may pour this into my own glass and toast her, and that can be our, our working time. But I got this because when I do think of the Morrigan, she's associated with a couple of different fruits, apples being one, but this raspberry liqueur, I don't know what it is. I think it's the thought of the deep, juicy, red darkness of the berry, and it just really makes me think of her. I've had very good success with leaving a Chambord offering for her, and I'm sure there are other goddesses that would really work well with this. You can look up, go online if you're not really sure what your goddess or god would like, and look and see what they're associated with. You can see if they are associated with a flavor, if they're associated with a fruit, you can look for a liquor that's similar to that. You can even look at what color they're associated with and go with that. So that brings me to this. How about, this is Deep Eddy orange vodka. Now oranges, they're kind of universal, you guys, especially with a lot of the Egyptian gods, believe it or not. If you look at it like Ra, the sun god, when you think of an orange, what do you think of? And this is a good way for you to kind of associate which liquor offering may be appropriate. If you think of Zeus as a sun god, then maybe an orange liquor would be appropriate for that. But look it up. So I looked up a couple, and they are kind of universal. I will tell you that oranges in Greek mythology, they used to have this, there was a tale of the golden apple, and there are several scholars that think that golden apples were actually oranges. So this is a good one. I always do think of like the sprightly gods and goddesses as maybe having more of an orange personality. Now here's another one. This is the Deep Eddy. This is the peach vodka. Now, you may associate peaches with Aphrodite. There may be several entities that you think of. I will tell you, because I'm cheeky like this, any goddess that is associated with sex magic, or, Aphrodite is a great example of that, I would think this would be an appropriate offering. I will also say if you're doing a particular sex spell or sex magic spell, this peach vodka, that may be appropriate for you. You just have to kind of think about the associations there. Okay, what about cranberry? Which god or goddess do you think of when it comes to cranberry? Now, I will tell you, I think of Persephone. She is associated with pomegranate because it's the underworld, but I think a cranberry, if you don't have a pomegranate, I think a cranberry is actually a really good substitution. So, yeah, a cranberry vodka. Now, again, you may think that cranberry is not appropriate for Persephone if you work with her. You may work with, I'm trying to think of like, there's a lot. You may work with Poseidon, and you may think cranberry is a perfect offering. This is where you have to kind of do your research and figure out what association feels right to you. Now, this is a fun one. What about Deep Eddy? What about sweet tea vodka? I can tell you that I immediately think of Papa Legba if you work with hoodoo. Lama Dama may appreciate this. A sweet tea offering, I think more of hoodoo entities when I think of this, but you may work with Gaia and think that sweet tea vodka is a perfect offering for her, or the orange one, or there's lots of liqueurs out there. There's a liqueur for every flavor, a melon, there's even peppermint. You just have to figure out what you think is great. And this is my last one. This is for all you people that work with Breed or Brigitte, Danu, Caradwin. And this is a lowland Scotch whiskey. Now, I will tell you, it is my experience that Scotch whiskey will work with a lot of male gods, a lot of male entities. I have also offered Scotch to the Morrigan. I have offered Scotch to Hecate. This one, for me, is very universal. I want to show you this little bottle, y'all. This is cute. These little bottles, some of these can be had for $1 or $2. This was considerably more expensive because it is a very high quality. But this is, yeah, you can just leave these on their altar. You can use them to take a shot when a spell is beginning or ending. But think about that. I want you to think about that. Now, you may work with Santissima, and she may want tequila. I want you to make a list of what you think is appropriate. Now, I will also say, if you are not a person who partakes in alcohol, or you're not a person who wants to offer alcohol to your deity, that is totally fine. You can offer non-alcoholic options such as apple juice. You can offer, different fruit juices. You can make your own spirit waters, which I will be doing a whole video on spirit waters to offer to your god or goddess that you can also drink. And you can just offer moon water. You can just offer storm water. It depends on your relationship and what you're trying to accomplish. So again, this is up to you. Again, I've said this a million times this month already, and we're only on the 10th or 11th month. Your relationship between your god or goddess is up to you, and you get to determine what feels right about that. So I just wanted to give you some ideas to kind of help spur your creativity. Now I'm going to go put this on my Morgan's altar. And maybe later I'll have a shot of it because this stuff is delicious, but we'll see. But I hope this has given you some good ideas on ways that you can make a simple little offering of liquor if that works for you. And if not, feel free to leave a comment or leave a video of things that you think are appropriate liquid-wise. I know honey is always a great offering. I've used syrup before, maple syrup. It just really is up to you. But these are just the particular liquor offerings. And I thought since they came in these like little bitty sweet packages, I thought, oh my gosh, how easier can you be? How much easier can you get, really? So that's all for now. And until next time, huge blessings and keep making magic, y'all. Bye-bye.